thing as well. If you're all following me around and getting other people to do stuff for you, you must be getting fucking scared, the lot of you.
I mean, now with Rebekah Sutcliffe, how she's used the name case study, but I call my project study case file. But she's missed out the file name, you know, because you see it there, and then show video, Oldham Council. But this is what I mean with her, she's copied, but she's reversed it. And that's how I know she's written on that wall. See what I mean now with Rebekah? Right, how she got in the council and she thought she was at the top. See what I mean now? Right at the top and then Liz underneath. You know, got her under the front crew. You know, and then obviously she's used another person's name for set me. As though she's got me under the front crew with Paul. All the way down at the bottom. You see what I mean with Rebekah? She uses other people's names to imply it straight to me. Because I'm good at computers and all that. You see what I mean? And it's two. Just like she put in a little piece of paper with 2 dots on. See the pattern now? So how she's doing it and left the middle out because she don't like Liz Sanderson. Because Inspector Liz Sanderson treated her like crap. The name as well, Liz Windsor Welsh. The girl who it is looks like PC 5793 Sarah Appleby. So Rebekah's aiming at her as well, as though she's got her under the front crew as well. And as well, because she's been put to the bottom now, she's not happy. The trouble with Rebekah Sutcliffe is she doesn't like men at all. She won't talk to them, she doesn't like it. Even on a video as proof when she was with Greater Manchester Police and she was talking about the shooting in Salford, and she said she hopes it's a female because she obviously gets along with females a lot better. She just finds it easier with the same sex. But with men, I don't know. It's because of what she's been through. Divorce and all that. And it's sort of like, I don't know, she's not to or something like she does. This is why she's been leaving bits of clues up road and all that. She won't come near me. She'll, that, obviously that's why she went for Joanne for. You see what I mean? She did it when Joanne weren't there. Oh, the minute I disappeared out that flat, and I mean, I'm not talking about Joanne's flat, I'm talking about Nick McCann's flat at the time was number 1. As soon as I disappeared out of there when I went to the shop for Nick, obviously, and as soon as I got back in, he was stood outside looking out for what the hell's gone on, wondering what the hell's gone on, who were there, them two, and it turns out we were Rebekah Sutcliffe and the other girl done it, on what they did to Joanne. So Joanne's done something to her in the past and she wants revenge. As well, the tonneau system outside Thompson House have been tampered with because Rebekah's been listening out that door to exactly what's been going on in Joanne Bain's flat. So she's been doing that as well. Because it were Nick and a few others who says they could hear one night telling Joanne that they could hear music coming out of the main door speaker. Yeah, because Rebekah's done it. Because she's been listening. Because you've been getting all jealous, haven't you? You used pink nail varnish as well on the buttons, didn't you? You know, so people will blame Joanne. I don't know what it is, but I know Joanne's a troublemaker, and she does cause trouble. And when the more she drinks her, and especially on that vodka, the more nasty and arrogant she gets. Because she's done it with me, I've got it recorded for it. See what I mean? I played it clever, me. And that's something Joanne hates. And he went sly on me, and because he got jealous. And I've got that recorded as proof as well. He's actually said to me, next time he sees me, he's going to knock me down. I haven't seen him since. So that's actual proof that he's threatening to kill me. And what's Great Manchester Police done about it? Oh, hang on a minute, that's right. They're all sticking up for him. Because they're in on it as well. Like I said with Greater Manchester Police, you fucking scum the lot of you. And no, I don't trust you. There's no point altering your websites and all that, because you can just get bent. Because that's exactly what you are. You're all corrupt. Public don't trust you, that's why they're all taking piss out of you. Because you're out of date, you're slow, you're backward, you don't even know anything. Out of fucking date training. Get it? And another thing as well, I've noticed outside a mosque, and it was in paper on about a police car, or was it a police van? And the back window got smashed and the front window got smashed. And do you know why they did that for? Obviously, it's somebody else. Think about it with the colour of the glass. It's against the law to have tinted windows. There's meant to be 70% light shining in on them windows. And that's why somebody's wrecked the van for. Because of that simple reason. But you police, you like breaking the law. Any way you can. And then now it's public who's getting their own back on you. Now you don't like it. And that's the only reason why that van has been busted for. Because you police are breaking the law in every way. And that's why. Now as you can tell with Rebekah, she's obviously left water, a jug, and then a small cup. So she's showing her and the 11-year-old kid. The one she's getting to run faster than her, to do stuff for her. So I'm not that stupid, Rebekah. Something else as well with Rebekah Sutcliffe, it's just amazing how you happen to write that writing on the wall outside Joanne's, obviously at door, when she was aware and you busted that window. Now that's proof that only when I wasn't around. And that's why every time I've rung 101, even when my car got smashed up, it's always been you on the phone. Why has it been nobody else? And just like on that 101 call, it were you. And then because you didn't like off it, because that's a scrap metal, that's all you're into is scrap metal, or your kit's off and you didn't like it. And then certain little bits come out, didn't it? The truth. Or I caught you out on that 101 call. And I've got it recorded as well. Because the minute when you said to me, this is recording, and I get it, and I were going to just say that word at that point, you slammed the phone down quick. You see, because you've written on that wall that letter I. And I matched it up with your writing. What the cards you're holding on the same side. To the same side on my card the way it got burnt out. And you know why, Rebekah, you've done that for? Because you were jealous. And it weren't that, it was a simple fact because it belonged to Mike Newell, who's coloured, who's obviously classed as a packer, and that's who you're aiming at. Because it's not been owned by a British person. You see what I mean? And also when Mike Newell had the cars, it was taxed, so you didn't touch it because it only belonged to him. But the minute I took possession of them cars, then the damage started. Now if Inspector Liz Sanderson's standing on carpet in the Everton Arms, even though she's not even in that picture, what are you stood on? Wood. And now you seem to be using a female from overseas by the letter of N, but only on a bed shop in Bolton, right across the road from that university, the Bolton University where you was, the letter N on that bed shop's missing. And like on Wigan Road, right near Schofield Lane, it's been scratched, showing N. And the way you're on the council video when you start gripping your hand and then you start stamping. To the pattern, to the drink left on the floor and the bits left on the floor, isn't it, Rebekah? And the way you scraped out the top of the T-mark, because on that T-mark is on a lean. You know, Challenger is it, Operation Challenger. What you doing? And then 1 minute you're there, next minute you're gone. Because you're telling somebody else. Obviously you're telling another female for telling a male who speaks to a male to do your dirty work for you. Because you won't talk to males. You only talk to females. And that's how I've got you, Rebekah. That's why in that interview room, alright, I know PC saw Appleby, right, after the fact I smiled at her and she gave me the evil looks, but you didn't see that part, didn't you not? The evil eyes, what she gave me? No. The only bit you saw was when I smiled at her, and that pissed you off, because you got jealous. And that's why, outside that Wigan police station, all them years ago, as me and Appleby were only talking, but the simple fact, you were either watching on them cameras, or you was on that car park on Robin Park. But then again, yeah, that would make sense. You actually sat on the car park watching and getting all jealous about it as you've got your friend driving and you're sat in the passenger seat. Now that actually makes sense, that. Don't it, Rebekah? And then the simple fact, after Appleby got rid of me on the 13th of January, 2 days after that, she actually gets busted for drink driving. And do you know who's done that? You. Because you wanted her away from me. Because you didn't want that connection between me and Appleby. Didn't you not? No, because you always want to be number one, Rebekah, don't you? You've always been the same. You can tell with the colour what you're wearing there, the dark grey. You know, get it, 50 Shades of Grey. Black and obviously silver mixed together makes a dark grey. Another thing as well, when I was arrested, right, the males always seem to be jealous of me. And like Nicholson, she's a no one. Sophie Nicholson, she is jealous of me. And do you know why? Because they all know. But they don't want to say it in case they get in trouble for it. But they all know that you've got a kid. And that one daughter. It's you. It's always been you. You're the one who likes giving me the threats online. It's you who's the vicious one. It's nobody else, it's you. Because you're acting as though you're that big hard man, hiding behind a man's profile because you swapped the game over. See what I mean, Rebekah? I'm not stupid. And like how you're covering up like your letters and all that, like reshaping it, so then there's no match. Well, guess what, Rebekah? You've already stripped yourself up on other photographs which somebody else has caught you out on. Else as well, Rebekah, Sutcliffe, I can prove this as well. And it comes back to the CID woman in Lee, the ringleader in all this, who had a go at me the exact same day. And I was speaking to this male person outside and he said he was on tag. And he had one piece of paper, but he was up for murder. And he had signed on from a Lee police station. But he came from Nottingham. Now, why would somebody that far go there? Nah, that was a stitch up. But never mind about that. This is more to the point. I showed him a picture. I did it on purpose, just for to see them little beady eyes of yours were watching, because I know for a fact it was you, Rebekah. And when he said, the male, ran about its little resemblance, but you're worse than David Cameron, and I laughed about it. This is the same time she came up the path and started having a go at me for no reason. Right, and Rebekah has been getting all scared about that, haven't you? Because of the word kid in it. And what does she call me? Move your bike, lad. And then she had a go at me in front of everybody. Yeah, do you know why she had a go at me for? Because it was a colour. Because I threw that colour straight back in your face on what you did to her on Parfall Park. And the person, the female who told me about how Rebekah wants me all to herself, and you know what her last name is, this female? Pa. Amazing, isn't it? That's as well, Rebekah. It's just amazing how I sent a pregnancy calendar to Tracy aware of him years ago in that post, and it got to her, right? And then all of a sudden she kicks off. Right? The only reason why she kicks off for is because her best friend called Joe was pregnant, so that wound her up. And that was it. But she would have looked at that date and gone, oh, what the fuck's that? Right? No. As soon as it hit you, as soon as that piece of paper, them two pieces of paper got to you, you know, the stage of the baby and all that, you got scared. Because I calculated it back to that date. You see what I mean, how I did it? I used a system to get to the right person who's been near me. And that turns out to be you. Top policewoman, the Great Manchester Police. How amazing. It's just amazing as well how I know so much about you, innit? You know, your antics you get up to. Because you've been watching me, Rebekah, and you've been copying me. And also you've been clinging to Peter Fair, and the only reason why you've been clinging to him for is because of his name. See what I mean now, to my name. And then Sophie Nicholson, obviously that stupid good bitch, she's jealous of me. All she's after is a conviction, and that's it. So you send her to me when Joanne accused me of rape when it weren't true. Yeah, get it, number 2. So you've pinned. So what you've done is you've stitched up Inspector Liz Sanderson, of course, because of the 2 badges, you know, like a 2-collar thing. So you've obviously attacked her. Yeah, so you and her's been in some sort of fight. Because I saw damage on her face, and then looking behind your ear, you've got a burn mark on her. I wonder why. So you've been in some sort of scrap, you two. The simple fact Inspector Liz Sanderson didn't turn up at the Red Lion with Andy Burnham is simply because they sent you. Because when you've had drink inside you, you turn nasty. And then it's coming to Sarah Jackson. So not only the name wound you up, and the simple fact Joanne's in that picture as well, but the simple fact is what you actually say on Alexander Park about the one kid you've got, and then you've got a stepdaughter. But you see, outside Lee Police Station, on them steps, on the left side, the right side of it has been pulled up on it on one side, showing the left side. So it's you, Rebekah, who've been doing it, or you've been getting your 2 daughters to do it for you. As you say on the video, you can't run as fast anymore. So you're glad you've got a daughter. So you stole off me without me knowing. And I don't believe that for a fact you've got 3 kids. No, you've not. PC Sarah Appleby's got 3 kids because I've seen her and I've seen them 3 kids she's got. Because she's telling me on the quiet it's you who's behind all this. And it's just amazing how you wear them rings as well. You know, a black ring, you know, a big black ring on one finger, and then a small ring on the other. Ain't that just amazing how you've got your hands on that table? And you're not calling somebody disabled at all. Like that. No. This is more of a mother and a child, innit? You know, like TAU's telling me, using a small car and then a big car, like a van, showing you and her. The only reason why you come to Sir Peter Fair for is because he was easy on you. And you hang around with older people because you don't cheat. So you like talking to older people because it doesn't involve sex. That's the only reason why you do it, Rebekah. So you can gather information about knowledge what they know. And like you come out of it on a council video. You weren't interested in what the guy does. All you're more interested in is the ending part where something goes bang. And that's all you're bothered about. Because your nasty side to you, and I'll be honest with you now, you've got a nasty side to you, you've got 2 sides to you. You've got a good side, which looks after the community, but the bad side of you is where you destroy stuff, like you burn stuff out, and you wreck people's lives. And I guarantee you, no, when you went seeing that person in the Fallens, because it's number 2, I guarantee you would have slammed him straight down to the ground, and you would have done the same trick as what you did to Sarah Jackson. You would have done the exact same game and called him. His credibility's all 0. You know, like you're doing on that 101 with me when you kept pressing that button, 0, all. You see, without me, Rebekah, you will never have got to the top of Greater Manchester Police. You never have done it. And you know, I should put that to the test now. Because you're copying what I'm doing. So I think, to be honest now, I think you should do this on your own now. And let's see how far you get. Now you're with the council at the bottom. Let's just see now, without my help, like I was doing in the past here, on the quiet, let's just see now if you can get to the top. And I guarantee you, I don't think you can do it. Because even on that 101 call, you started panicking. Where am I? And then when I mentioned Joanne's name, you got all jealous about it. You did not like it. No, Rebekah, because that's the one thing what you're not getting out of me and what I was giving Joanne. Sex, wasn't it? Also as well, another point as well, the way you punched Joanne's window like that, which Joanne's got a small window, and then she's got a big window, hasn't she? And which window did you punch? The big window, showing you're an adult and not a kid. That again, I've got you on. Also as well, it was you in that black Audi 3 all them years ago. And you know something else as well, the way you came at me New Year's Eve 2015, you were dressed up like Appleby. And that's PC 5793 Sir Appleby, you were dressed up like her. So I would be so convinced it's her. So I did get on the 101 and make a complaint about her, trying it on with me. And it weren't even Appleby, it was you, Rebekah. And you know why you did that for? Because the simple fact again, you try to get me away from other women because you want me to yourself. And like one of my female friends has told me in the past, and she's even said it with her being a female as well, because females can see straight through other females. And even she said it to me. She wants, you want me, Rebekah, all to yourself. And that's why you're doing it for. But at the same time, Rebekah, you were stopping me from getting help by the police. So every time I was on that 101 call, you were on it. And then when my car got damaged, you were breaking yourself on that phone, weren't you? Or is there any blood? Is there any blood like that? See again, too. Because I got that conversation recorded as well. So I know for a fact it's you. I've had my suspicions for a while. Alright, I blamed Inspector Sanderson because obviously you've left the evidence on her. You know, like you've done with other people, leaving certain markings. So then you go, oh yeah, it's that person there. So you can get away with it scot-free. Nah. Because that scot-free bit is what you got. You, what was it now? Hilton Hotel. You know, the Phoebes. The one thing you like the most. You know, free drinks. That's what really got to you. And the simple facts is Powerful Park as well, the way that the neighbours were doing that to you. But filming you on, it was tight, they were picking on you. But the simple fact of that, as well, I'm not going to criticise you here the way you stand or anything, it's just the way you are. Right, but you have a certain lean the way you stand. And I've noticed this on the council video as well, it's the way, I don't know if you've got bad knees or what, but people seem to be taking the piss out of you over that, yeah, so they're finding weaknesses, like the press for obviously take the piss out of you, which is something I wouldn't do. Okay, so basically, on Powerful Park, you were lent, like in that certain way, the way you stand, and also as well in the picture in the council, you lent the same way. So I know it's you, even though I blame Sanderson for it, because you've made it like that. But then again, you've probably wound up another male by using another female to do it. But the only reason why you had to go with Sarah Jackson for is because of the name. Linking back to PC 5793 Sarah Appleby, who in fact does have 3 kids. She has 1 girl and 2 boys. Because I've seen her outside the police station. So I helped get Labour back in for the council. So now let's see what happens, Rebekah. Let's just see what exactly happens now with what you're doing. Because another thing as well, you're hiding behind another woman again, a doctor this time. You're hiding behind her, so you're playing like the Doctor Evil, ain't you? You know what I mean? Because you've been watching my page, my Facebook page, and I put that on about Cunningham. It was the prosecution you had, or who Sir Appleby had. Because I know in the paper that you put the year, you made it there on Appleby when you destroyed her. You know, for as though it's your marking. Like Sanderson's done. Or you've done it for Sanderson, the way you put a bottom jaw on. You know what I mean? Like owned. Because it were amazing in Leith Police Station, and I was with Nick McCann at the time, and I've got proof of this. Got it recorded as well as proof. Is the minute I said to them two desk sergeants, when I was looking at his speeding ticket, because I knew for a fact he got stitched up, and because obviously like an idiot Nick is, he's paid out for it first, sent the paperwork off, and then he's come to me after the fact to try to make me look like an idiot in front of the police. Only that didn't work. But the minute I mentioned about that paper, when I said it looks like it's been done by Photoshop, them two female desk sergeants got really scared and they took one step back. The same step back you did, Rebekah, when I refused to kiss you that night on New Year's Eve. And you were drunk and you leant against me. So I know it's you. And you dress like PC 5793 sort of Appleby, so I will blame her. Because you steal people's personalities. And you dress like them and act like them. Just like you had the perfume stolen at Joanne's. You know what I mean? Use another girl to use a thief. To get that perfume, leave the box behind. But it's the same leopard skin, you know what I mean? Like the snake skin. Direct linking that lad who got killed in Plattbridge. Because again, you're talking people into doing crime. This is how you make money. You're getting them to do the crime and they do the time. Because man in your era, Rebekah, and I'll tell you this for a fact, we don't like fake stuff. It weren't like that back in our day. So that's one of the reasons why he did have a go at her for Sarah Jackson. But it weren't that. It was a simple fact, it is, because she's got a twin sister, which I never knew of. And so I've seen pictures of her on her page. But like two twins do, women, they get fed up of being called one name and get confused because they're twins. So what one female's done is had the opposite done to the other twin. And then that's why you were apologising for after the fact. You kept apologising because you was told she had a twin sister. And this is Sarah Jackson. Because again, you do stuff and then think about it after. But hang on a minute. That's PC 5793 Sarah Appleby. Because it's in the paper. In two newspapers not written by anybody. One's got one picture on Manchester. Yeah, it's been altered. Letter K is missing out of the paper, Manchester Evening News. Right, and then in Bolton Evening News, well, Bolton News, daytime, get it day and night. Right, obviously like a 12-hour shift pattern. On the Bolton newspaper, you know, it tells the date at the bottom, 15th, doesn't it, of January 2012. But on the Manchester Evening News, it doesn't say nothing of a sort on that date. But the story swapped around as well on both papers on the story. Appleby's blaming her husband for battering her, and then in the other paper, it's turning out she was obviously the abuser. So it's sort of swapped around, hasn't it, between the two papers, because it's two newspaper reporters who were walking around with fake ID badges. The same night I went to Everton police station, and they came out that car park, and then when he showed me his badge, he didn't have a picture, he only had American, like a fake American ID, and that's the press for you. So I worked that out as well, because it's the press who's following me around, isn't it, Rebekah? And like you going hiding. But at the same time, that family started on you with the black and white colour. They think they can start on me now. They've got another thing coming. They'll not win over me. They're hounding me for information so they can keep picking on you. Because I still think you're there. I don't think you're living in Oldham at all. It's rather you're on Schofield Lane in Everton, or you're still up on Broadway. But it's the way you say way as well. the way I say it, because you've copied that. So you've been watching me for a long time, Rebekah. It's certain words you come out with, the way it's phrased as well, the way I talk. That's something else I've got you on as well, and I've got proof for that as well. Something else as well about this story in the metro. I was passing through Inley Industrial Estate, okay, and there's a bus stop there, and there was a piece of paper, well, a newspaper on the floor, get it, public. So she was showing off where I would record it. See what I mean? Advertising at Rebekah Sutcliffe. And this was before it went in the paper about her quitting and getting a job in the council. This is how I know it's her. Also, as well, she's acting like a dog does. On sales signs, on houses, she's taking a piece off as well, like ripped off. That's what she's doing as well. So she's actually doing criminal damage. So it's rather she's doing it, or the daughter's doing it. Well, I think it's Rebekah who's doing it. I really do. So no matter where I've been going, she's been following me around. And also she's leaving stuff on the road as well, hoping I would have an accident. I don't think so. Because like I said, Rebekah, you just want me all to yourself, and nobody else is allowed. And you know when I mentioned that bit on 101 about scrap metal when you kicked off, but you didn't mention the word I. All you said were you put you first on the left. You see what I mean? You know where you've got that from? Because I'm into Nicole Kidman. Well, it comes from the film, doesn't it? Days of Thunder. You know where he ends up in that car crash, and then he's in the hospital, and he's being attended only by one nurse. Is that what you got set out for me, Rebekah? Yeah, so I'll tell you something now she's with the council, you know what I mean, working in medical and all that. She's getting now the doctor to do all the talking while Rebekah hides behind the camera. You see what I mean with my project, how I use Chris. And he was disabled. And because he was holding the camera and watching, yeah, and filming me. You see what I mean now with Rebekah, what she's done? She's copying. But at the same time, it could be a trap to the word friend, innit? So I'm not taking any chances on that. And especially when it comes to that Tracy Hill. She is a scumbag. Rebekah, when they were balking you for the second time round over your relationship, they were getting to the person you was with because everybody knew you was with him. This is Paul Rummy, innit? Superintendent Paul Rummy. Right? No. Because they knew something went on between me and you. And that's why you were being investigated for. And you know who grassed you up? Oh yeah, that's right. PC5793 Sarah Appleby. Do you know why she's done that for? Because you stitched her up. And you know something else as well? You're a personality stealer. That's what you do. You copy a person, but you sit back playing all number 2 second. This is what keeps you to the top. And then you watch that person, and then you destroy that person, and you take that person's personality and use it to get better yourself in life. That's what you do, Rebekah. But when it comes to me, it's all a different story, innit? It's like on the 101 how it all come out. The truth. And also, my card disappeared on Tuesday the 17th of October 2017. And as soon as I mentioned that date to that police officer in Wigan, he bricked himself. He got scared about that date. Right? And then on that Saturday, 4 days later, Nick's mum couldn't find my number mysteriously in her phone. But as soon as I asked her, could I have a look, and I found my number straight away in her phone. No, because it was all set up, wasn't it, Rebekah? Yeah, the small window got smashed on the driver's side. Yeah. And also, On that Saturday, I went in 21st of October 2017, and then days after that, so 1 month, right? So it was 28th of November 2017 you did your council video, and that's linking 7 days after. So it's 1 month, right? 7 days for 21st, and also guess what time it was as well? Oh, that's right, 101. Now isn't that amazing? Innit, Rebekah? Just how it happens to be on Oldham Council, innit? 101 PM. Just like the 101 phone call. I know you said you was in the Trafford Centre. And where is the Trafford Centre? Well, Park, is it? Where the council is. Because I was never talking to the police, wasn't I? Oh yeah, but I was, because I was speaking to you. But it went straight there, didn't it? The 101. Not directly to Greater Manchester Police, because you've had that altered by, again, using another female to get a male to alter them websites, you know, so then he will get the blame for it. Just like you've altered the websites and put in 2 males. So my bike colour underneath is black there, and on top it's white and then silver. So what you've done, Rebekah, you swapped that around. You put a black man on the top and then put white underneath, making silver. You see what I mean with you? What you've done, but it's in your former job. Assistant Chief Constable. Nothing else as well, Rebekah, I can prove it with you on 101. When I started mentioning about Inspector Liz Anderson's damage on her face, ain't it amazing how it got to you so fast? When you said, oh, you're telling me this now? See, you give yourself away. So you've done that damage on her face. So what did Inspector Liz Anderson do? Did she get you with a candle or something hot back of your ear? Because I know you, Rebekah, when you're drunk. It's already been demonstrated on it. You see another thing as well, I tested Inspector Liz Anderson and I saw her, just to see her response, how she would act. It doesn't look like she drinks. Because when I was going on about stuff, she just didn't want to know. You know, she rolled her eyes back and all that. You know, for saying, oh no, words, fuck off. So basically, you drink, Rebekah, and you've been arguing with her because you don't like taking orders, because it's 2 bosses in the same job, and you've not liked off that because you've been used to being at the top. So what you've done is you've decided to stitch everybody else up, haven't you? You know, with their camera, but you've used somebody else to do it. The trouble with you, Rebekah, you don't like being left behind, and that's what's wrong with you.